Hit that subscribe button, guys, for the latest in boxing. AJ, don't do it. Don't do it, man. I forbid you from attempting to climb in that octagon and fighting these freaking MMA, professional MMA fighters in a UFC match. You're not gonna win a UFC match. You're too stiff. You're too stiff. You're getting rocked in your own profession of boxing. Your own martial arts, you're getting rocked. What makes you think you're gonna compete with a MMA fighter, a guy who's flexible, a guy who's good in wrestling, good in jiu-jitsu, good in taking motherfuckers down? Are you kidding me? And with your endurance, holy shit, AJ has one of the worst endurance in the heavyweight division. Could you imagine AJ being in the UFC against this guy and running out of gas? Oh my God. Listen, guys, AJ has to stick to boxing. I understand that they're offering $500 million, but all he's going to do is embarrass himself. Do you really want to see AJ tapping out like a bitch when he's on his ass, when he's on his backside, and you got a guy, trying to rip his arm in half or choking him or having him in a headlock? Do you really want this guy to be having you in a headlock, AJ? That's some embarrassing shit. Because they're going to create mad memes for that. All you will see is memes of AJ tapping out like a bitch. You saw what they did to Conor McGregor when he tapped out to Nick Diaz, or Nate Diaz, whoever it was. They were relentless to him. They're going to do the same thing to you, AJ. They will do the same thing to you. You're too stiff. You don't have the endurance. You don't have the experience. The wrestling experience. None of that. The jiu-jitsu experience. You are a professional at boxing. That is what you are a master at. You're not a master at MMA. You're not a master at taking motherfuckers down. You're not a master at doing that. Brock Lesnar, the professional wrestler, he had a way higher chance of success rate in the UFC because he was a guy that from a young age was in wrestling. He was a wrestler. Before he ever went to the WWE, he was a wrestler. Right? He was in high school, he was a wrestler. So going into MMA after his WWE career ended, or when he left the WWE, got fired from there, he had that experience. So at least he had some type of MMA martial arts experience. And even he got beat up several times, and knocked the fuck out and lost. But you, AJ, you on the other hand, you have no experience. You don't know how to wrestle. You don't know how to wrestle. What the fuck you gonna do when you're on your back and somebody has you in a headlock? I'm telling you, man, I'm saying this for your own good. Do not embarrass yourself. You're going to embarrass your hardcore Joshua fans. You're going to embarrass your hardcore fans. You got a lot of sissy boys who are big fans of you. You got a lot of fans who have your posters in their, bedrooms, with you glistening with oil, half naked with a towel on, with just a towel on, who wake up and idolize you and go on their knees and praise to you like you're a god and say thank you for giving me another chance to live. You got those type of fanboys who watch you, AJ. Do not make them embarrassed. Do not get them embarrassed. I mean, the only way I could see AJ competing in the UFC is if it's only like a striking thing. If, let's say, the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu, the takedowns, if that was not allowed, that is the only way I see AJ, being able to win. Because when it comes to a lot of these MMA dudes, no offense, but they don't know how to fucking throw a proper punch for jack shit. They're shit at throwing punches. They don't know how to strike. They call it striking in the MMA over there. But they don't know how the fuck to fight. Especially with their hands. Because that's not what they're good at. They're good at, wrestling or whatever else, their feet, kicking, Oh man, somebody's gonna knock AJ the fuck out with a leg kick. Woo! I'm telling you, man. Again, I can't really blame AJ because, you know, they're offering him, the rumors are that they're offering him like a $5 million, you know, massive deal. I mean, who in the fuck will turn that down? AJ ain't gonna turn that down. But like I said, if it's, you know, MMA rules, AJ will get murked. Yo, he'll get his ass whooped. He'll get hurt badly. This ain't no game. And I respect MMA guys because these motherfuckers will fucking choke you out. I don't know about you guys, but I would rather get hit in the face with a punch than a kick. You know how much it hurts twice as much getting hit in the face with a kick, with a roundhouse kick, than it does getting hit with a right hook. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you people. This ain't no joke. Again, I would only advise AJ to take this, you know, $500 million multiple fight deal in the UFC if they're doing boxing rules. You fight in the UFC in the cage, but you own in the octagon, right? But you fight with only your fist. You do not wrestle because there's no way you're gonna learn how to become a master jiu-jitsu, you know, MMA fighter, a master wrestler in a fucking 6-month training camp when you've never trained. Ronda Rousey could probably beat AJ if she came back, you know, if she left WWE and she fought AJ in the octagon, because she has way more experience than him. I'm telling you, man, I'm just trying to look out for you, dude. Yo, Joshua fanboys, I'm trying to look out for your man AJ. I'm trying to look out for him. I don't want him to be embarrassed. He's gonna be embarrassed, people. I'm telling you guys. Do you want him to be embarrassed? AJ is the face of Britain. Do you want him to be embarrassed? No, right? Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. As always, if you watch the video from start to finish, much appreciated. And thanks for watching, guys. McGregor's out.